My name is Ada, and I am a thief. I am hiding in a small room in a village my ancestors have never heard of. And in my arms, I am holding a baby that is not mine. The whole of Lagos is looking for me. My sister, my twin sister, Ebere, has put my face on the news, calling me a kidnapper, a witch, a monster. But Ebere is the liar. She is the monster, because she knows, and I know, that this is no ordinary baby. When this baby cries, it does not cry tears. It cries diamonds. For 28 years, Ebere and I were the same. We were poor. We were twins, yes, but she always had the fire in her eye. She wanted everything. While I was happy to manage our mother's small pepper stall, Ebere was at the big hotels in Lagos looking for a rich man. And one day, she found one. Chief Ofor. He was old, fat, and had buried 2 wives. The village whispered that he was cursed, but Ebere did not care. She married him. For 5 years, their marriage was a war. He wanted a child. She could not provide one. We all knew Chief was running out of patience. And then, one day, Ebere announced she was pregnant. The village was shocked. Chief Ofor was overjoyed. He threw the biggest party I have ever seen. 9 months later, the baby was born, a boy. And that is when the madness began. Ebere changed. The first thing she did was build a high wall around their compound. Then she fired all the nannies. When I came to visit, she met me at the gate. Ada, she said, her eyes cold. She was wearing gold. So much gold it looked heavy. You cannot come in. Ebere, what is wrong? I just want to see my nephew. The baby is sleeping, she said. And you are covered in the dust of the market. You will bring sickness. She gave me 10,000 naira and shut the gate in my face. After that, the rumors started. Ebere, my poor twin sister, was suddenly the richest woman in Lagos. One week, she bought a new G-Wagon. The next, she bought a house in Lekki. Gold, designers, a new car for her husband. The money was like a river. When our mother fell sick, I went to Ebere's compound to beg for money for the hospital. I hammered on the gate until a guard let me in. Ebere was in the yard, shouting at a young girl, a nanny, who was running out of the house, crying. "And don't you ever come back!" Ebere shrieked. The girl ran past me, her face pale with terror. I heard her mutter, "It is an abomination, a demon." The tears. "Ebere!" I shouted. "Mother is sick. She needs 200,000 naira for the hospital, or she will die." Ebere looked at me. Her face was different, puffed up, arrogant. 200,000? She hissed. "For what? So she can live another month in that rat hole? I have my own family to think of." "But Ebere, where is all this money from? What is happening?" She smiled, a cold, sharp smile. "God has blessed me, Ada. My son, he is my miracle. Now get off my property. You are upsetting the baby." I went home. That night, our mother died. At the funeral, Ebere did not come. She sent a car with a bag of money, a condolence gift. As I sat there, in my black wrapper, crying, the nanny, who had run from Ebere's house, she found me. Her name was Chika. She sat next to me, shaking. "Your sister is a witch," Chika whispered. "What do you mean? What did you see?" "The baby." Chika's eyes were wide. "It never makes a sound. It never coos. It just watches." "What about the tears?" I asked, remembering her words. Chika started to cry. "It's the juju, Auntie. The juju is too strong. She keeps the baby in a dark room. All day. No windows." "What? Why?" "Because," Chika whispered, she makes it cry. And when it cries, oh God, when it cries." She couldn't finish. She just ran away, holding her head. I knew then. I knew. That night, I was going back. I was going to see my nephew, no matter what. I went back to the compound. I scaled the new wall. It was almost midnight. The house was dark, except for one window at the back of the house, the BQ. It was barred, but I could hear a sound, a low, terrible, wailing. It was not the cry of a baby. It was a sound of pure pain. I climbed onto a dustbin. I looked through the bars. What I saw will haunt me until the day I die. The room was black, lit by one candle. My sister, Ebere, was sitting in a chair, holding the baby. Chief Ofor, her husband, was standing in front of her, holding a small, red-hot coal from the fire. "Do it again," Ebere commanded, her voice like iron. "My love," Chief Ofor stammered. He has produced so much today. Perhaps we should let him rest." "Rest?" Ebere screamed. "Did I rest when I was poor? Did I rest when your family called me barren? That land in Banana Island will be sold by tomorrow. We need the final payment. Make him cry." Chief Ofor took the hot coal and pressed it lightly against the baby's tiny foot. The baby did not scream. It shrieked, a sound that tore the air, and it began to cry. But it was not tears. Small, hard, shining stones, small as grains of rice, were falling from its eyes. Diamonds. The baby was crying raw, uncut diamonds. Ebere was catching them in a silver bowl, her eyes wide with greed. Yes! Yes! More! I almost fell. This was her miracle. This was her juju. She had, by some dark magic, birthed a child that was a living gold mine, and she was torturing it for wealth. I didn't think. I just moved. I picked up a large stone from the yard, and I smashed the window. "Awo!" screamed Chief Ofor. "Ada!" shrieked Ebere. "Witch! You dare?" I climbed through the broken glass, cutting my arms. Ebere grabbed the baby and held it to her chest. "You will not take my blessing!" she screamed, her eyes insane. "You are a monster!" I cried. I grabbed a wooden stool and threw it at Chief Ofor. He fell. I lunged for Ebere. We fell to the floor, fighting, biting, scratching. I am the one who worked in the market. I am the strong one. I hit her. Hard. Her head struck the floor. She went limp. I grabbed the baby. It was silent. It wasn't crying anymore. It was just looking at me. Its eyes were ancient. I wrapped it in a dirty blanket, and I ran. I ran from the house. I ran from the compound. I ran all night until I found a lorry park. I paid a driver all the money I had, and I told him to drive. Which brings me to now. I am sitting in this room, watching the sun rise. The baby is asleep. He is beautiful. I have not eaten in 2 days, but I used the last of my money to buy milk for him. And as I fed him, he looked up at me, and he smiled. And, for the first time, he cried a real tear. Just water. I think the juju is broken, the curse, or the blessing. It is gone. He is just a baby. I hear a sound. A car. Outside. No. 2 cars. My heart is hammering. They found me. I look at the baby. He is just a boy. Ebere's son. My nephew. The door to my room is weak. I can hear them. Heavy footsteps. They are shouting my name. "Ada, we know you are in there." It is Ebere's voice. "Give me back my property, you barren witch." The door splinters. They are in the room. Ebere, her husband, and 2 policemen. Ebere's eyes are wild. She sees the baby in my arms. There, kidnap her. Arrest her. She stole my son. The policemen are moving towards me. I am trapped. "Ebere, stop!" I cry. "He is just a baby. He is not your miracle anymore. Look, what are you?" I hold the baby out. I pinch his small leg. Hard, hard enough to make any child cry. The baby looks at his mother and wails. A normal, loud baby cry. Water, tears, snot, everything. Ebere stares. Her face, it goes blank. She looks at the tears. Just water. And her expression breaks. The greed, the power, it all drains away. And what is left is just horror. No, she whispers. No, 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 no. You broke him. You broke my blessing. He's worthless. The policemen stop. Chief Ofor's face is pale. What? What did she just say? One officer asks. Ebere falls to her knees. She is not crying. She is laughing. A high, thin, terrible laugh. All that work, she mutters, rocking back and forth. All that pain for nothing. Just a regular, crying, noisy, worthless baby. She looks at me, her eyes empty and mad. You can keep him, she giggles. I don't want him anymore. The police took Ebere. They took Chief Ofor, too. When they searched the house, they found the bowl of diamonds. They found the burn marks. They understood. They say Ebere is in the psychiatric hospital in Yaba. She just sits in a corner, scratching the floor, whispering, more, more, more. And me? My name is Ada. And I am a mother. I named him Nana, his father's father. It is not an easy life. I am back at the market, selling pepper. But now I am not alone. I have my son sleeping on my back. Sometimes he cries. And every time I hear that sound, I smile. Thanks for watching Luchy's Storytime. Please subscribe for more stories. See you in the next one.